My dreams is to be the best athlete that I can possibly be, and also a good student. Well, my mindset is to get through the tackle first, because you can't always like look directly through the quarterback. You have to face who's in front of you first.
He likes to keep his options open, but that is his dream, is to play in the NFL or play professional rugby or play for the United States. But one of the things I was most proud of was when he played in the championship in November for the Bulls for the state championship.
All right, guys, welcome to the All Dream Sports Podcast. I'm your host, Haas, and today we have another episode, and we have a very, very special athlete. His name is Jacob, and he's from the West Coast, right? So it's very, very early for those guys. It's about close to 11 o'clock on the East Coast, and as you can see, my background, right? I'm not at home doing the interview. I'm on the road talking about All Dream Sports, but Jacob, he has a really, really cool story. And one thing about Jacob is he not only plays football, he not only boxes, but he plays rugby, okay? I've never spoken to a rugby player. I don't know anything about rugby, but we're going to learn today. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring Jacob up right now, and we're going to hear more about his story. What's up, man?
What's up?
How you doing?
Good.
Good. Really early for you guys, right?
Yeah.
Okay. How you feeling today?
Great.
Great. Okay. So look, in this segment, this is called the We All Have Dreams segment, okay? And we want to know about your dreams, your story. I've seen a lot of things on Instagram, okay? I've seen you boxing, I've seen you playing football, I've seen you playing rugby. I think I might have even seen you playing soccer or something like that, right? You played a lot of sports, so I want to know about it. I want to know the story behind it. And how we're going to start is, what I want you to do is I want you to introduce yourself to the world, all right? Tell the world who you are.
Okay. My name is Jacob Ikaika. I'm 12 years old, and I play football, rugby, and used to play soccer.
Used to play soccer. Okay. All right. So what's the sport that you love most right now?
All of them.
All of them. Okay. Speak up just a tad bit more, okay?
All right.
So yeah, because I want the world to hear you. I want them to hear you and know you. So all of them.
Yes.
Okay. And this is a very, very important question. All right. What are you trying to accomplish? What is your dreams?
My dreams is to be the best athlete that I can possibly be, and also a good student as
A good
well.
student. Okay. Tell me about school. What's your favorite thing about school? We'll get into the sports in a little bit. Tell me about school.
I like PE.
You like what?
PE.
PE. Is that physical education? I haven't been to school in a long time.
That's physical education.
Okay, and what do you do in PE?
He like train
Okay.
about football and stuff. Do we do agility, weight training?
Okay.
We're working on the speed.
Okay. And how long have you been playing football for?
2 years.
2 years.
Yes.
Wow. Okay, so in 2 years, you've learned a lot.
Yes.
So in football, you're 12 years old, right?
Yes.
And what position do you play in football?
I play DN, outside linebacker, and running back sometimes.
Okay. So I've seen some videos, right? I've seen you playing on defense, but I've also seen you working on kicking.
Yes.
Tell me about that.
My old team, they wouldn't play me as much, so we found a spot that that my parents thought I would be good at. So we started working on kicking.
Nice. Okay. That's interesting. So your parents did not start yelling at the coach and saying, "Hey, my kid needs to be in the game." They said, "Okay, let's find something for you to, that you can excel at so you can play more." Correct?
Yeah.
That's awesome. And how's that coming along?
It's been doing good. I didn't kick that often now because they
Okay,
have more spaces now.
okay. And what position do you like to play the most?
Defense like DN or outside linebacker.
Okay. And okay, so I seen some of your training, right? I seen you doing defensive training. I seen you doing like hand motions and things like that. Tell me a little bit about that because I've seen the pros do that. You know, when they're training as well, and guys in college. Uh, tell me about it. How does that help you in your game?
It helps me get a edge on the people that don't do that every day at school, and it gives me more development every day for
Gives
the
you more.
position that I'm working on.
Okay, awesome. And how long have you been doing like the private workouts like that?
I think ever since I started playing sports,
Okay, so ever since you started playing sports, and what about the boxing?
the boxing,
Yeah, like what the boxing? How does that translate into helping you into defense in football?
your footwork is kind of the same,
Mhm.
and keeping your eyes open, seeing from all sides.
Nice. Okay, let's talk about your story, man. So you're 12 years old. You just started playing football 2 years ago, right?
Yes,
Where are you from?
I'm from Fullerton, Long Beach, and Long Beach.
Okay, and how close is that to Los Angeles?
I don't know, like 15 minutes away.
Oh, it's close to LA.
Honestly, I don't know.
Okay, okay. Uh, I think Long Beach is close to LA. I'm not sure. I'm not a West Coast guy. Do you guys go to LA a lot?
Yeah, sometimes for our games in the Snoop League.
Okay,
Last year, we played for the South Bay 49ers, and we were playing in that area a lot.
okay. And you said the Snoop League.
Yeah,
Tell me about that.
it was fun. It was a good experience during the Super Bowl. You see Snoop Dogg on the ground.
Yeah. Because I want to know more because I know you guys won, right? You won the Super Bowl, right?
No, we won the national championship.
You won a national championship?
Yeah, we lost. We lost the Super Bowl against the LA Chiefs.
Sorry to hear that. How did you play?
I played good. I got a couple reps, and I made the best of it.
Nice. I love it. So okay, so tell me about that experience playing in the Super Bowl and the winning the national championship. How was that? Because you're 12 years old and you're already a national champion. Tell me about that.
It felt good at the moment, but I always knew that I could always do better. And next year, I played with the Bulls and got more development. And yeah,
Nice. Okay, so let's talk about your favorite players. You watch NFL, right?
yeah,
Okay. Well, let's start with what's your favorite team? I think I know, but
the Packers.
the Packers. Okay. I was gonna say the Niners.
No,
Is that your dad's favorite team?
no, his team is the Packers too.
His team is the Packers too.
Yeah,
But you guys been to Green Bay before?
no, we haven't.
So why are you Packers fans? I'm just asking.
Because he likes the colors. Of
Okay.
the
Okay. 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 And let's talk about rugby. When did you start playing rugby?
last year
Last year. Why rugby?
to keep me in shape.
Okay. Okay. And how does what is tell me about rugby because I don't know anything about it. I just see you having the ball and you're just running through guys. You're not a small 12-year-old. Let's say that, right? You're a pretty big guy. You're not a small 12-year-old. So you're just picking up the ball and you're running and you're kind of running through guys. Tell me about rugby. Like tell me about it.
Rugby is a fast sport. You have to be in condition a lot, and you can't give up when you're making a tackle, or you're gonna lose the, or you're gonna lose.
Okay. This- Okay, so but what's the goal of rugby? Like, is it the same as football to run to the end? Because I see some guys they kick the ball, and then other guys go pick up the ball, and then they pass it back, and it's a lot going on with rugby. I don't understand it. What's the goals?
The goals is to make it to the end, which is called a try. You get 7 points, and when they kick it, you get one extra point. Or if you're next to the end or the try zone, you could kick it in and get 3 points.
Okay, okay, okay. Do you like rugby?
Yeah, it's fun.
I can tell. I can tell. I can tell. Rugby. Okay, if I was to ask you, if rugby or football, if you could go to school or you could be a pro in either one, which one would it be?
I don't know. I think it'll be both. I can't choose that yet.
Okay, good answer. Good answer. Tell me about the winner's circle.
Yeah. Winter Circle gives me development. We train every day. We have school online, and we're in one of the best prep academies in California.
Okay, okay. So it's a school.
Yes,
Nice. Okay, so it's a school and it's like training for sports as well.
yes. So the schedule has changed for us. After winter break, we go to school first. We go online, and then after that, we go downstairs and start working out. And I think Mondays are position work and weight room, and then Tuesdays is speed lab and weight room, and then on Wednesday is the outside workout and performance.
Wow, wow, that's intense. And how long have you been in the winner's circle?
This is my first year.
It's your first year. How do you like it?
It's great. They
Yeah.
will give us good recovery, like the crowd chamber, the boots,
Hmm.
the compression boots, and stuff, more stuff like that.
Nice, nice. So before this is your first year at winner's circle. What were you doing before? Like, what school were you? Were you just going to like a regular school before that?
Yes,
Yeah.
I was playing for the South Bay 49ers
Hmm.
when I went to public school. After before the 49ers, I was playing soccer with the Rangers.
Okay. Okay. And so when did you start playing soccer?
Started playing soccer when I was like, I think 4. I think, yeah, like 4.
Like 4? Okay. So soccer was your first sport.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay. And how good were you in soccer? How did you like it?
it was good. I was like the best player until I went to a football team where I had to start all over again. Like I was the best in soccer. Then when I went to football, it was like a whole different category, and I had to start on the bottom again.
Okay. 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 Uh, and what position did you play in soccer?
Uh, Actually, I forgot. That was a long time ago.
Okay.
Striker?
Striker. Okay. You were a striker. So you used to score.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. And now you don't play soccer.
No.
No. Okay. Okay. And so now your focus is football and rugby.
Yes.
Okay. And when you first started playing football, your first team was, you said, the South Bay 49ers.
Yes.
Okay. And how did that season go? Like that was 2 years ago, right?
Yeah.
And when you were first starting, what position did you play, and what was it like transitioning from soccer to football?
I played DM and the transition. That one was hard because I really like soccer, but I knew I would get better from playing people that had been there before, and some are faster than me.
Okay. 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 And how did you do your first year
I
at,
did good.
at South Bay?
I wasn't starting, but uh, I make sure I did 100% when I got in.
Nice, nice. That's a good thing, right? You see,
Yes.
you work really hard. I like that. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Okay, and do you see yourself like since you've been working out, or since you started, how much better have you gotten? As a football player,
A lot better.
a lot better.
Because the second year is when you change, like you already been there, and
Mhm.
now it's time to improve.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, okay. And you see yourself actually getting better.
Yes.
And is it giving you more confidence?
Yes, it is.
Okay, okay. And did you get a lot of sacks this year?
This year, I think I got 2 sacks
Mhm.
and like how many 10, 10 tackles for losses, something
10
like that.
tackles for losses. Nice, 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 nice. So when you're on a defense, are you when you're playing defensive end, right?
Yes,
And you're using those tactics, right? You know,
yes.
you know the tactics that you guys use. I don't. I'm sorry. I might like that seems like karate that I'm doing. It's not like the defensive stuff that you guys do. You're good at that stuff, not me. Um, what's your mindset, right? When you're on, you're on the defense. What's your mindset throughout the game? Uh, you're watching the QB. You're seeing how the game is flowing. What's your mindset as a defensive end?
Well, my mindset is to get through the tackle first because you can't always like look directly through the quarterback. You have to face who's in front of you first.
Mhm.
So I see who the tackle is, and if he's like small, I just like bull rush him. Or if he's bigger, I use more of my speed and stuff.
Nice, nice. Okay, so those are the tactics that you use. Okay, okay, nice. And what players inspire you?
Aaron Jones from the Vikings now.
Aaron Jones. Okay, that's your favorite player?
Yes,
Okay, you got to give me you got to give me three though. You can't just give me him. Give me three guys.
Aaron Jones, Jerry Rice, and Max Crosby.
Okay, Max Crosby, very good one. What? Jerry Rice.
Yeah,
What do you know about Jerry Rice? You're 12, bro.
I watched him. He's good. I like him.
Yeah, see, yeah, that was my time. Jerry Rice was really, really good. Really, really good. Okay. Um, I have some questions because like I said, you're a big kid, bro. You're big. You're big. Uh what's your mom feeding you? Like do you have do you have are you on a farm or anything where you guys have cows and or whatever, you just slaughtering cows because you're big, man. Like what's your mom feeding you? It's a joke. It's a joke though.
Uh, I mostly eat rice, fish,
Okay.
and like, beef and stuff.
Beef and stuff. Okay. So you're not putting any of that fast food stuff in your body.
Sometimes, like
Sometimes.
after
Okay. 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 And besides sports, like what do you do for fun?
what I do for fun,
Yeah.
play with my sister. Sometimes
Okay. Okay. How old is your sister?
she's 6.
Okay. Do you play video games or anything like that?
No, I don't have video games.
No, no video games.
No.
Okay. Go through your daily workout. Like what is a day for you look like? A day in the life of Jacob as a 12-year-old athlete that's going to the winner's circle. What does a day in the life look like for you?
Waking up at 5, brushing my teeth, getting clothes ready, also getting my gear ready for practice after school, and then my one of my mom's friends takes me to school there, and at 7 I train, then I do schoolwork, then after that I train. I have practice, and then I also have to check with my schoolwork after at like 9.
Wow. Okay. I play basketball in college. You are training like a college athlete right now. Like I love it. I love it. So you're getting yourself prepared at 12 for your dreams. And I love that. Do you know that?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, you are actually being prepared and you're training. So when you're transitioning into high school and college, you'll already have your body trained for how it's going to go. So you'll have an advantage over a lot of players that are not doing what you're doing. So this is a very, very good thing. If you were to choose three colleges, okay, your top three colleges that you would like to go to, tell me which ones. If any ones that any three, they're coming after Jacob. They want you to come to their school. Give me your top 3.
I would say
Hi, thank you for joining the All Dream Sports podcast, which is sponsored by All Dream Sports mobile app. Let me tell you a little bit about it. It's for athletes to capture their complete sports journey in one dedicated place. Capture it, store it, build a community, and earn money with All Dream Sports. So if you have hundreds of videos on your camera roll that no one's ever going to see of your child's sports journey, you can organize it with the All Dream Sports mobile app. But that's not it. You can also have your child athlete build a community of people that's going to subscribe to their Dreamers Vault. And anytime someone subscribes to your child's Dreamers Vault to watch their complete sports journey, your child earns money. So you can use it for fundraising as well.
Texas, Oregon, and maybe USC.
Maybe USC. Okay. 3 awesome schools. Okay. Why Oregon?
Oregon, because I always watched them growing up, and I like their football team.
Okay. Does it have to do with anything like that they have the best Nike stuff?
No,
Okay. No, you just like Oregon.
yeah, I
Okay.
like uniforms.
Okay. Tell me again. I didn't hear you.
I like their uniforms.
Oh yeah, the uniforms are awesome, right? And what about USC?
USC, it's local. I can stay close to my family, and they can always make it to my games.
Awesome. And Texas. Texas is awesome. Tell me about it.
I like the weather out there, how it's always hot,
Mhm.
and the atmosphere.
Okay. Awesome. Are you working on your speed as well?
Yes,
Okay. And how fast are you right now as a defensive end? Like comparable to other guys that that you've seen at your age.
my 40 is 6'4", right?
I think so.
Yeah, 6'4".
Okay. It's amazing to me. I'm laughing because I'm like you're 12 and you guys are tracking 40 times and everything like that.
Yeah, we do averts, basically everything that you'll do in the NFL Combine.
Wow. That's crazy, man. That's awesome. All right. Look, I want you to. Okay. I have a couple more questions. Tell me the challenges that you have. Okay, we know that you're working hard, you're getting better. You're only 2 years in. What are some of the challenges that you have?
It was going from soccer to football. Everybody is like bigger than you, more physical, and especially for my first year, I wasn't always starting, and always being behind everybody, being behind the scenes, and just feeling that way when I'm starting. So I always stay in that starting position because I know what it feels like to be second or lower.
Nice. I love it. So did that kind of like give you a lot of motivation?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. And anything that you want to tell the world about yourself that I did not ask you? Think about it. No, just think about it for a second. We got time. Think about it.
Is it like motivational or like anything?
Anything if you want to. Okay, so all right, let's do it like this. Okay, you're 12. You have 2 years in football. Okay, what are you telling your younger self? Because what I want you to do is let's do motivation. Okay, I want you to motivate the 7 or 8 or 9 or 10-year-old you, right? That's
Yeah.
going to be in your position right now. What do you tell that kid?
No matter if they're like bigger than you don't have to give up because most of them are slower than you, and you always compare of what you can do and what they can't, and use it against them.
I love it. Man. Okay, so this was a I love hearing your story. I love hearing your story. your dad, and because your dad is a big guy too, right?
Yes.
Okay, and did he play football?
Yeah, he played a little bit, but then he had to work with his family in Hawaii.
Oh, okay, so your dad's from Hawaii.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So tell me a little bit about that. You have like some of those. You have some Hawaiian roots, right?
Yeah.
So tell okay, all right. So all right, this conversation just went a completely different direction. You have to tell me a little bit about that because I think it's so interesting because you have a lot of the guys from Hawaii that are in the NFL and also in college. So tell me a little bit about the traditions and some of the guys that you know that are in the NFL that are also Hawaiian. Tell me a little bit about that.
It's all about the culture. When you're around somebody, you're always family. What was it? I know some people that are in Oregon, like ukulele, and more people. But I forgot their name right now. But he was playing football in high school, and what was it? He played for like one season, like half a season, and then he didn't have the same support that he gave me, so he had to work with his parents to make money, because he wasn't that what a normal family would have right now. Or
Nice, nice. And so I think that's a big thing for your dad to support you so you can get to reaching your dreams. Was his dreams to make it to the NFL maybe?
no, he said that he didn't like school, so he just worked.
Okay. Okay. Awesome. And do you guys go to Hawaii?
Yeah, but our family moved to Texas.
Okay.
I
Okay. And-
don't know if we're gonna go visit them.
okay. And how is Hawaii? I've never been.
Hawaii's, it's like crazy because it'll be raining, then it'll be sunny, and right if you look to your left, there will be the beach over there. Then you look to the right, it'll be like New York over there. There's a bunch of buildings.
Nice.
It's a mixture of everything.
Nice. Do you like Hawaii?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Nice. All right, man. Look, we're gonna do the next segment. We're gonna do meet the parents. We're gonna talk to your mom. Man, it was really, really nice meeting. You did a really, really good job, man. And I look forward to watching your journey as you go along. You're only 2 years in, and I can only imagine the progress that you're going to be making month by month to year by year. And it's exciting to know where you're going to take this. Not just on the field, but also in the classroom, because that's important to you as well. And as a person, you seem like a very, very solid guy.
I'm sorry, quick intermission again, because I want to tell you about one of the services we provide at All Dream Sports. So I see all of these great athletes on Instagram. The highlights, the things that they're doing is so great, but I don't know who they are. There's just so many, and I want to know who they are. I want to know their story. All athletes right now are just getting very, very good, and it's very, very competitive. And we believe at All Dreams that the story of an athlete is going to be just as important as the performance on the field or on the court. And we want to give your child their first documentary covering their story, sort of like we did with Angie right here. I want the world to meet Angie. She is a 14-year-old girl from Cartagena, Colombia, and her dream is to become an Olympian. We met Angie in February of 2023 while she was training in the Crespo area of Cartagena. Angie is trained by her father, Jorge. He has been training Angie since she was around 7 years old. Together, they work hard every day to achieve the dream of Angie becoming an Olympian. If you're interested, please set up a one-on-one with someone from All Dream Sports, and we would love to do a documentary about your child's sports journey and the things that they're doing. A day in the life. Back to the episode.
Really, really cool meeting Jacob. Man, really solid kid. Can you believe that he's only been playing football for 2 years? In the winner's circle. We have to do some more research on the winner's circle because how he's training and doing school, it's going to give him an advantage, a big advantage over any kid that's also a defensive end in the country that are just doing regular school and not training the way he's training. That combination is is going to give him a large advantage. Not to mention that he's good and he's big and he's only been playing for 2 years. So can't wait to learn more about Jacob's journey and watch his journey along the way. Now, we're doing the Meet the Parents segment. And this is probably, I love this segment because I love to see what's behind these athletes. So we're going to bring up Jacob's mom and we're going to talk to her about why did they put him into the winner's circle. I want to learn more. So we're going to bring her up right now. Hey, how you doing, Miss Tamika?
Good morning. How are you?
Good morning. I'm very well. Thank you. So you probably were listening to me talk to Jacob, right?
Mhm.
Very, very good kid. Very, very good kid and very solid. He's only been playing football for 2 years.
Yes, he's been playing tackle football for 2 years. He just finished his second season in November.
Wow. That's that's amazing. Like the progress that he's had in that time, right?
It is. He's worked really, really hard to learn the game. He's just internally a hard worker,
Mm-hmm.
and I would have to say he gets it from his parents.
Nice. I love it. So let's start like this. Tell the world who you are and where you're from.
My name is Tamika Romant. I'm from Long Beach, California. Before that, I grew up in Gardena. I played basketball at Long Beach State, and we moved to Orange County, and we've been here since then for over 20 years.
Okay. Wow. Okay. Over 20 years. So you are from Long Beach.
I'm sorry, I grew up in Gardena.
Gardena.
I played basketball at Long Beach State, and then I moved there after college. Then I moved to Long Beach, and eventually we ended up moving out here to Orange County.
Okay. So you're a hooper.
Yes, once upon a time.
Nice. Me too. I would say the same thing. Once upon a time, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So explain the dynamics of Long Beach, Gardena, LA, Orange County. Because it's I've been out there a lot of times, but I still don't understand it.
Well, I personally feel when I lived in Gardena, I never left really the city. I never really ventured out. I hadn't even heard of Long Beach until I met with Coach McDonald at the time, who was recruiting me. And then we visited, and I thought the city of Long Beach was beautiful. And as I had more kids, it was just easier to move to Orange County because my dad was here, and it made sense.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And Long Beach is how far from LA?
About 15 to 20 minutes.
Okay. So, big thing right now is what's going on in LA. Is obviously if it's 15 minutes from where you were at, people in LA, is all of your people safe, and what's happening in LA right now?
Yeah, all of my family and friends are safe. As far as that area from us, from Long Beach, it could be about an hour, 45 minutes to an hour drive from Long Beach or Gardena, depending on traffic. But it's right now you can feel the sorrow. I mean, it's just a lot of anguish and turmoil over what's happening. So we're praying for the families, and we do have a couple friends that have experienced some loss, so they've been in our prayers.
Yeah. I really hated to see what's going on. I love LA so much, and it really pains my heart to see what's going on with people losing their homes and things like that.
Yeah, it's heartbreaking.
Yeah, it really is. So, all right, now that we got that out the way, because I think that's very, very important to talk about right now for a second. Let's talk about Jacob, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he says he's playing soccer when he was really young, right? And then after playing soccer for some years, you guys transitioned him into football. Was that done on purpose?
No, actually, it was his choice. We wanted it to be his choice. So my husband took him to soccer and football practice every day for months. I want to say maybe 3.5 months. And it was my son who decided to take a pause from soccer because he felt that he had already become the best he could be at soccer because it was club level at that point.
Mhm.
And he wanted the challenge. And we asked him, like, are you really sure you want to do this? Because he was and has been since he played the best player in soccer since he was 4, every team he's been on.
Mhm.
And he said he wanted the challenge. And we had the conversation with him, like, you understand you're transitioning to a team that has won multiple championships and you might not play. You might not play at all. And so there were some games where he played, a couple seconds or a minute or a couple plays. And he said he wanted to do it. And we were proud of him for making that decision. But it was his decision 100% to stop playing soccer because he wanted to become better and challenge himself in another sport that he never played before.
Right. And as a mom and as parents, are you like, because I know now, like with people kind of scared to put their kids in football and tackle football so young. How was that for you guys? Were you like, keep playing soccer, or
I was scared. I'm going to be honest. I'm a traditional mom. I was a little afraid, but one of the things that made me feel good about it was that the training before that to make sure all of the kids were using the proper technique, proper form. We had 6 months of training before they even started, a real game.
Yeah.
So I felt good about that.
Okay. So it seems like you guys are very specific about doing things the right way in that transition, right?
Mm-hmm.
Jacob's a big kid. Like, and I was saying this, like, I'm looking at him online, so I haven't seen him in person, but he looks really big.
Yeah, he's 5'7" right now. My other son is 6'7", so he's projected to be about 6'5", and I think he's 150 pounds now.
What?
Yeah, I'm 6'2". I'm 6'2", and
You're
my
6'2"?
my husband's 6'3". I was a guard center at college, so
What?
that's where he gets the height.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're 6'2",
Mm-hmm.
and you have a son that's 6'7".
Yes.
So Jacob's gonna be between 6'5" and 6'7".
That's what we're hoping for.
Wow. Okay. So that explains it. That explains it. Okay. I like one thing on his Instagram specifically. I like all of the things on his Instagram, but there's one thing specifically that I like. Because you guys show the struggle, right? I think it's so important to the story nowadays because we look at hundreds of Instagram profiles. I promise you.
Mm-hmm.
We go through and we really look through these Instagram profiles. And one of the things that really, really caught my eye was that you guys show progress and then you show struggle. How are you mindful to show that on his profile? How do you know to show that?
I know. I really think it's because I played sports and I didn't start playing basketball till I was 15, and I was playing against girls who had been playing since they were 6, 7, 8 years old. But I also think it's unrealistic to only show highlights because you don't have highlight reels without the struggle, right? And there's always, and Jake was one of those kids that watched all these other kids play, and he was kind of like, hey, what do I need to do to get better? I went through the same thing when I was in college. I wasn't playing. Me and my dad met with the coach. They were very specific about you need to do this, this, and this. And I did those things because I wanted to play.
Right.
And I really think that I like to highlight those moments to help motivate him and other kids his age or even kids younger than him that anybody can do it if you're willing to put in the work.
Right. The work.
Mm-hmm.
And since he's been playing, the progress, what have you seen from it? Like, because he's been putting in the work.
I would say he's in the last, he's been at Winter Circle since August, but he has transformed into a totally different person all around. And this isn't just about sports, like you mentioned earlier about the training that he's doing now. That's what he would do in college, not even in high school, in college. And
College.
so the school really, really helps to prepare him. And so one of the things that I would say is a struggle that he didn't mention, it's a big commitment. It's a commitment on the parents' part because you have to have parents that support you in that, and also the sleep. Like he didn't tell you before he met with you, he was doing homework at 6 a.m. When he did Island's Best last week, he was doing homework before the game. He's doing like at least 7 to 8 hours, sometimes 10 hours of homework because it's online. It's a little bit harder because they've been out of school. So he's doing the schoolwork and he's doing 4 hours of training. And then on the days he had practice, that's 8 hours of training. So he would leave at 6:45 in the morning and come back at 9 p.m. at night.
Wow.
3 days a week. And then if he played Saturday, he would get up on Sunday and then go to training again because he wants to be the best. And with that, you got to put in the extra work.
I love it. I really do. I love it. And I love it even more that you are so mindful of putting him through this rigorous, this rigorous regimen that you guys have him on. You as a college athlete, you being mindful of the things that you had to do. And is that one of the reasons why you kind of transition him into it right now?
I would say yes, because as you know, you played sports as well. The competitiveness of sports is totally changing where you can't just start playing at 15. There's kids who've been playing since they were 3 or 4.
Yeah.
And so, but the other thing that I think is important is we're not forcing him.
Yeah.
This is his choice.
Yeah.
So we're just here to support him along the journey. And we've had conversations with him like, if you really want to do this, you're going to have to make sacrifices. So there are no video games. He doesn't have a smartphone. We don't let him surf the internet because he needs to read. He went to a dual immersion school before going to Winter Circle. So he's still transitioning to not learning Spanish the majority of the day.
Okay.
So he's putting in the sacrifice and we're here to help him.
That's so interesting. Excuse me. That's so interesting that you say that, okay? Because us at All Drinks, we talk about it all the time. Because we're, like I said, we're looking at all of this stuff and we talk about it all the time, how competitive it is now. And 2 times since we've been talking, you've mentioned kids that are so young that have the jump on kids that say at 14, hey, I think I want to play football. Mm-hmm. Right? But you have a kid that's been doing this from 8 years old, or let's just say Jacob, that's doing it for 2 years, but now he's in a place like the Winter Circle, which is even completely different than the normal kid that's his age, right? Which also gives him an advantage. What do you think about what's going on with sports right now? Like, and what is it an age that's too early to start having these conversations? Do you believe?
I don't think the age is too early, especially with the recent change with junior college players, that time not counting against them. Mm-hmm. At this point, we're just happy if he can get a scholarship to a really nice high school and to a college. So I don't think so. I actually believe that athletes should have been paid years and years ago. I wrote many papers on it. Yeah. So I feel that it's due. Yeah. And all athletes should take advantage of the opportunity. And we also tell him there are no sports without academics. You can't play for any team, even at Winter Circle, because Corona Bulls is under Winter Circle. Mm-hmm. You cannot play unless you have the grades. So you have to keep your grades up.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Right now the barrier of entry is being great. Right. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's so competitive that it's not that you can be good anymore. You have to be great.
Mhm.
And along with that, you guys are also molding his story. Okay.
Mhm.
Uh, why is that important? To do those things intertwined together. And when I say that, I'm asking about like the athletics, right? The academics, but also telling his story along the way. Why is that important?
For me, I feel it's important because if I was a college coach or one of the top high schools in the country, I would want to see, okay, this, I would want a player that has ingrained in him a hard work ethic, not just someone like they're just naturally good. So
Yeah.
you see that transition of him during COVID where he had picked up some weight. He started boxing at the BC Boxing, and then he then transitioned to soccer. And it was a dark time for kids during COVID and adults. And we're still seeing that even now, the aftermath of that. And so I really wanted to show or document his growth from when he was young till now.
Yeah.
And I'm going to continue to do that because I think it'll increase his chances of being noticed and giving him more opportunities to succeed in life.
Yeah. No, that's great. And I love that you're doing that. Uh, let's talk about the different sports. Okay, let's talk about, because like I said, I see him doing the things that, like, as far as the defense, I see. Okay, let me back up, because one thing that was really really important that he said was about that he wasn't getting time, and then you guys like had him doing kicking so he could actually play. I really love that. Like, you guys didn't say, "Hey, coach, my kid is this good," because you know how it is. You know how it can be, right? Parents, they are crazy about their kid, and they should be, right? But the way you guys did it is say, "Hey, be good at this," because then that way you can kind of get some playing time and things like that. Tell me about that.
Well, basically, what we did was okay, he went to this top team and then he went from playing the whole game to not playing. It was, hey, he played soccer. He made goals from midfield. This
Yeah.
guy could probably kick. So, me being having the athletic background, I kind of know like the best coaches for him to go to. And so that just opened up a window for him. And I just told him,
Mhm.
I hope he continues to pursue it because kickers last a long time in the NFL.
Yeah.
But and we have the conversations like you earn everything. Nothing's given. You should never expect to play. You earn every single minute on
Mhm.
that field, no matter what school you're at. You got to work for it.
Yeah.
So I just tell him that it's important to have that player resume where you can do multiple things.
Yeah.
And Winter Circle gives him that opportunity to learn multiple positions.
Mhm.
And so it's a definite win for him and for us
Yeah.
as far as his marketability for high school and college.
Okay. Yeah. That's great. That's awesome. All right. So now I have to talk about the winner's circle. Okay. What is the winner's circle? And because I think, like, you guys are very, very, he's very privileged to go to the winner's circle. Tell me about that. And is the winner's circle very expensive?
You would have to check the the information on the website, but yes, it is expensive,
Okay.
but it's worth it. It's
Okay.
worth 100% of it. The training, the school. I mean, the top coaches in the country are there
Mhm.
at Winter Circle, and he gets so much support for his schoolwork there. And so a lot of the conversations I have with my husband is we're spending all this money for outside training.
Mhm.
When you look at the money that you spend for outside training, we could also just send him to Winter Circle.
Winner's circle.
And so it just made sense that he went there and it's worth it.
Yeah. Yeah. I love it. And so he's 12. 12 years old is what, about like sixth grade?
He's in sixth grade, yeah.
Okay. Where do you see him if he continues that winner circle, right? Where do you see this kid going? He's already getting very good.
I see him, and we've been praying about it. If he continues along this path and working hard, getting a scholarship to one of the top schools in the country,
Mhm.
and going on to college and getting a scholarship in college.
Yeah. Yeah.
Our biggest thing is that he is a well-rounded individual, a young man prepared for the world, and he has a good education. So that's our primary goal.
I see that. I see that, and I love that. Um, and that's why I love having these conversations with the parents,
Mhm.
because again, we're in a different time. You play sports. Just imagine if this was going on when you were playing. It's also a lot for kids, and
Mhm.
it's also a lot for parents of athletes. And for you to have that athletic background, even for your husband to have that, some athletic background, and I think that helps him, and also it helps you guys be able to kind of say, see what's going on and be able to navigate it. Because I mean, I don't think it's not a blueprint, because it's only a couple years old. This whole NIL and collective and all of that is only a couple years old. It's brand new. So parents trying to navigate this is a thing, and having that athletic background, I think, is really going to propel you guys more.
Mhm.
So yeah.
I would definitely say that him being enrolled at the school is changing his life dramatically, and it hasn't even been a year. I
Yeah.
mean, I can already see the improvement after 6 weeks of spring camp.
Mhm.
He just turned into a different player, and his focus is different. And I just told him, everything you're doing now, the reading and researching on the computer, typing all these papers and essays, that's what you're going to do at a Trinity League school.
Yeah.
It's the access to the trainers and the medical recovery, the coaches. I said, I wish I had that when I was in college, because we didn't have everything you have at Winter Circle. So
Yeah.
he's
Yeah.
very fortunate and appreciative to be a student and athlete at the school.
Yeah. No, that's great. And the skills, right? Because you guys have them in different things. I was amazed with the rugby. Like, I was asking them because I'm so intrigued by it. But all of these things put together is kind of like a mashup of, of football, and I can see it's probably helping him with the boxing and everything. Was that like done on purpose?
No, it just happened. I mean, he was playing soccer, and then everything stopped during COVID, and he started working out with me. You had a 6-year-old in the gym at 5 a.m. during COVID,
Yeah.
and he did it. He did it, and he played rugby. Was his first season, and he didn't have a. We won the championship, but as far as playing, he didn't play that much. And the rugby actually raised his confidence
Yeah.
when he transitioned back to his second season at Winter Circle for the Bulls,
Hmm.
because he wasn't used to running the ball and scoring tries. And I was like, hey, this is like soccer. Like, he started feeling more confident about himself as an athlete, because sometimes when you're on top, and then you get hurt, or you transition to a new sport,
Hmm.
you can get frustrated where
Yeah.
you want to give up, and he worked through it. And
Yeah.
so it was a joy to see him during rugby, for his first season, because he was a great asset to the team, and he had fun.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
I think that's the other thing is, like,
Yeah.
yes, sports are a lot more serious now for youth, but it is important to still have fun.
Right. Right.
You know?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And does he have a lot of fun with these sports?
Yes, he does. He
Okay.
does. He has a lot of fun with the sports, and we just tell him, like, you know what, if you get in a bad spot, just don't get stuck.
Mhm.
Work your way out of it, and you keep pushing. It's okay if you made a mistake. You
Yeah.
know, you get it on the next one.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I love that. I love that. I really do. Um, I want to talk more about his ultimate dreams. Is his ultimate dream to play in the NFL?
Yes, it is.
Because he didn't tell me.
It is.
He's he didn't say like, hey, I want to, like, he was really, really modest about it. And I love that. I do. I love that. So I'm just saying, is that his ultimate dream?
It is his ultimate dream, and like he told you earlier, if an opportunity came up in rugby
Mhm.
that was good for him, he will pursue that too, because we all know the stats, right? 1%.
Yes.
Yes, I want my
Very
son
well.
to be that 1%,
Yeah.
but that's 1%.
Yeah.
So he likes to keep his options open, but that is his dream, is to play in the NFL or play professional rugby or play for the United States in
Yeah.
rugby.
Oh, that would be awesome. How
Mhm.
about both, right?
Yeah.
That would be really cool. If it was a school that you would want him to go to, would it be USC because it's close?
Um, Actually, I support his dreams 100%. And
Hmm.
before this interview, and he's been talking about Oregon, we always watch Oregon.
Yeah, yeah,
And so I support whatever school he wants to go to. By the time he graduates, I could be technically old enough to retire because we have 5 kids.
okay,
So, we're going to make it work just like we make it work to get him to Corona. I'll just be taking off work to go to his games.
right,
Yeah.
right. And ho- tell everybody about how are you shaping his mentality, because I think that's so important. Uh, I think it's very important. Tell the world, how are you shaping his mentality?
We shape his mentality through adversity because, like you mentioned earlier, it's not easy, right? And so sometimes when you're looking online and you see people's highlight reels, you see all the highlights. No one really talks about the lowlights, and that's how you grow is through the struggle. And so, him waking up early, putting in the extra work with school and things like that, that's really going to make him more well-rounded
Yeah,
because he is making the sacrifices. That's why when you ask him what does he do for fun,
yeah,
he really, I mean, he trains. Like he's training today. After
mhm,
this interview, he's going to be training.
yeah,
And so that's what he does. I mean, and I like working out for fun, but I
hmm,
like to give him those opportunities to still do kid things. He still likes to watch cartoons and stuff like that.
hmm, hmm,
But really just working through it and making that commitment at such a young age, I really feel is molding him to be strong in the future. Because as we see, like when you watch Modern Day and
yeah,
all the top schools on the team on TV, you have to be the best. You have to be because there's always other people that's on the sideline waiting to get in. And so we remind him, you were that kid. So you can never take any opportunity for advantage because it could be gone in the second where you're on the sideline.
yeah.
So
That's amazing. I love that. Um, so I do like I'm so happy about doing these meet the parent interviews, right?
mhm.
Because one of the reasons why is because I love to learn, right? But also I love to be able to add value to other parents, and I want you to share if it's a younger it's a parent of a child that's younger than Jacob, right? He's 8 years old, but it's also a parent of a 14-year-old, right? And they want the same thing. They want, their child wants to play. The child is putting in, say, hey, they're not pushing their child to play. The child wants to play. What value can you add to parents of people that are behind you, but also maybe parents that started a little bit later than you?
Hopefully I'm answering this right, but it's just coming to me to say this, and I see because we are older parents compared to the other parents in his age group.
Hmm.
I would say that it's very important to not live through your kids, right? Because a lot of times we as parents put way too much stress on our kids. We're yelling and cursing at them while they're in the game. We can't do that. We got to just support their dreams and then also to make sure that the academics is always put first because there is no training, there is no winner circle, no scholarships if they're not doing what they're supposed to do in the classroom. And I really feel like that is the most important piece that people forget, even kids, because I've seen some of the top kids at schools
Hmm.
not play because they don't have the grades. And so, um, and I also want to value to say that to other parents behind me or starting late, it's never too late to start. I was 15 when I started playing basketball. I was able to get the scholarship. You got to put in the extra work. And then also too, making those little sacrifices, maybe canceling a couple subscriptions to pay for those trainings, but the right training. There is a right training for each child that fits your player.
Mm-hmm.
So that is a whole nother process, as well as like making sure you match your son or daughter up with the right team, with the right coach. Because yes, it's cool to win national championships. It's cool to say that when you're 12.
Right.
When you go to high school and college, they don't care that you won the national championship when you were 11 or 10.
Absolutely.
They want to know what you could do right now. And
Right.
it doesn't matter if you were 5-star, because their whole team is 5-star. So you got to work for it. You got to keep up the work, and you got to stay hungry. And however parents can actually really be real and honest with their kids about where they are, and then support them in that process of getting better without putting too much pressure on them where the fun is not there.
Yeah. I agree 100%. That was such a great answer. Thank you so much. And I hope someone gets some value, and I'm sure someone will get some value from that. Yeah, I think you're 100% right. I think you're 100% right. The last thing I want to talk to you about before we get into the, do you know, because this has been such a great conversation, is how does it feel? Because as a parent, with Jacob being 12, but possibly having that opportunity for him to go to college, play at a big college, and have his life, if he doesn't, even if he doesn't go to the NFL, but having his life set from the 4 years of college, not just having his degree, because a lot of these guys go get their degree, but they also get their masters as well.
Mm-hmm.
But then having, let's just say, a lot of money in the bank to go out in life, right? How does it feel to possibly be a part of that?
It feels really, really good, because you're a lot younger than me, but when I was in college, it was something that wasn't allowed to talk about NIL deals and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I just told them, like, there's kids that are getting NIL deals in high school, in college. Like, you have the opportunity to set yourself up where you can be set for life. Buy some businesses, invest. Don't just waste all your money on gold chains and cars.
Yeah.
Where you can be set for life. And we also have that conversation with him. Yes, we want you to go to a top school, even for high school, right? But we want you to develop, and we want you to be able to play, right?
Yeah.
So those are the conversations we have with him. Like, when he does make it, have time to make that selection as far as high school, where he's going to go, is, yes, you want to go to his dream school is Mater Dei, but also, is there another school that's making you a better offer where maybe you can get a full scholarship and play more? So those are the things that we talk to him about. And we do have conversations about NIL deals and how those things work, to the best of my understanding right now, and how he could use those things to his advantage.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm so happy to hear that, because I think you should be having those conversations now. It's just it's time, right? Is defensive end going to be that position for him? Do you believe 6'5", 6'6", 6'7" defensive end coming off that edge? Do you think that's where he's going, where he can excel at? What do you think?
Just being honest, he started playing defensive end, so that was pretty much all I knew. But he did transition to playing linebacker, and so that's a position that we're still he's receiving like extra training on that. Okay. But when we talk to some of his coaches that are training him, they do say that he'll probably transition to being a defensive end in high school and college. But in the meantime, we are refining his position, his training in multiple positions to improve his marketability, because he's also great as a linebacker.
Awesome. Awesome. I love it. All right, let's play a game.
Okay.
Thank you so much. So let's play a game.
Okay.
Do you know more about Jacob than he knows about you?
I would hope so, since I gave birth to him.
Okay. So, all right. So the going thing is that the kids normally win. Okay. So we'll see. We'll see. Wow. A lot of insight. From that conversation. I'm really loving this Meet the Parents segment. I am. Wow. I'm amazed from the conversations that I'm having, and I believe it's going to give so much value to other parents in the world. Parents, you should be watching this Meet the Parents segments. I'm telling you, because you're going to get a lot of value. And Jacob is going to be on his way. But Jacob would not get there without the support of his parents, and that's why we do the Meet the Parents segment. I love it. So let's bring them up. We're going to play Do You Know? And we'll see who wins this one, okay? All right, guys. Welcome back. Can you guys move in just a tad bit so we can see you? Yeah. That's okay. Perfect. I can see both of you if you stay right there, okay?
Okay.
Who wants to go first?
I'll have Jake go first.
Okay. Okay. All right. So, Jacob, you ready?
Yeah.
All right. Are you gonna win this? What's your predictions, real fast?
I'm gonna win.
All right. Okay. Cool. Okay. So, tell me a time. This is a. I like to start off with this question because it's tough, and I like to kind of get the kids to not get a point on the first one. All right. No, I'm just joking. Tell me a time when your mom was most proud of you. So think about an accomplishment, maybe, or something that you did. When do you think that one thing when mom was most proud that you can think of?
When I scored my first touchdown.
Wow. Okay. Mom, is he correct?
Yes and no.
Okay. Okay. So tell me.
So that was a true mommy moment because I was waiting to see that. But one of the things I was most proud of was when he played in the championship in November for the Bulls for the state championship. He had a stomach flu. I mean, he was so sick, and he played through that game, and you could see in his eyes that he was struggling, and he made it. He made it, and he had a couple of good plays, and I was just proud of him for fighting through it and not saying, I can't do it.
Right.
So I was really, really proud of him for that, and also just working through his adversity and transitioning to a new sport.
Nice. Okay, so Jacob, it was a yes and no, so I'm going to give you a point. Okay. All right. Next question. What school would mom want you to go to as far as college? If she was to pick the school, what school would it be?
The school that gives me the best offer.
You have to nope. I can't let you off the hook with that one. You have to pick a school.
UCLA or Servite.
You said at college, right?
College.
Oh, college or UCLA.
Okay. Mom, what's your answer?
He's wrong. I'm going to win this battle. Oregon. That's where he wants to go, and I support him, and I believe it's a great school. Go Ducks.
Absolutely. Go Ducks. Okay, so let's start campaigning right now. Go Ducks, right? It's never early enough.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, Jacob, you have 1 point still, okay? Now, one thing that your mom tells you after a tough loss.
It'll be good job. Good job. You did good this game.
Okay. Mom, the answer. What's one thing that you tell him after a tough loss?
We have a conversation around someone had to lose. You're not going to win them all. Mm-hmm. Let's work through it. Let's see what you need to work on to get better and be ready for the next game. You got this. Don't be hard on yourself.
Right. Okay. So you do. So basically, that is good job, Jacob. I'm going to give you
Oh
Okay. No, okay. I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna give a point for that. We'll have
no,
to see
you
how
give
the
them
other
a
side.
point. You're right. It is basically good job.
It's kind of basically good job, right? Okay, so 2 points for you, Jacob. Okay. Um, one trait that you share athletically with your mom.
What do you mean by trait?
Um, was your mom like athletic? Was she a dynamic athlete? Was she fast? What's something that you guys have similarities? Is she, just one thing though?
Uh, we both played sports.
Okay.
And that we both run a lot.
Okay.
Run sports.
Okay. Is he correct?
I would have to say yes and no, so it'll probably go to Jake. But we're both athletically strong and strong mentally and physically.
Okay.
I was pretty athletic back in the day.
Okay. So Jacob, we're gonna give you a point. All right, we're gonna give you a point. Like I said, we'll tally these up at the end. But okay. Last question for you, Jake. The position mom thinks you will be best at in football.
DN.
DN, is he correct?
Yes.
Okay, all right. So we're teeter-totting. We're 4. Okay, and mom, now is your turn. Okay.
Okay.
What's Jacob's least favorite part of training?
Waking up early.
Is she correct?
Yeah.
Okay, mom has a point. Perfect. Okay. Okay, and what's Jacob's favorite part of training?
The weight training and position work.
Is she correct?
Yes or no?
Yes and no. Okay. Okay. So tell us.
When we do the hitting
Oh,
game.
okay. Okay. So, mom, I cannot give you a point on that one. I am sorry.
Okay.
If Jacob listens to any music before the game, what would be his go-to pregame song?
Kendrick Lamar, Not Like Us.
Is she correct?
Yeah.
Okay, point for mom. Okay. Now, okay, so this is a good one because me and mom talked about a lot of things, okay? And this is going to be you. You're going to do this. What brand would Jacob want to sign with for a sponsorship?
Nike.
Nike. Is she correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So, okay. Now, mom, I know you know the answer to this one, okay? I know you do. What is Jacob's favorite pregame meal?
A burrito with carne asada and rice.
Is she correct?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I don't know who's the winner of this. I don't know. Would you guys be okay with a tie?
I'm okay with that.
Jacob, are you okay with a tie?
Yeah.
Okay. We're going to call this one a tie because you guys both answered really, really tough questions about each other, and you both did very, very well. I'm very, very grateful to have you guys on the All Dream Sports podcast. Thank you guys for coming. It was really, really great. Jacob, I cannot wait to continue to follow your journey. Honestly, man, this is, this whole winner circles thing. Like, I'm so intrigued. I am. I'm so intrigued by it. And man, kudos to you for at 12 years old, when other 12-year-olds are playing video games and doing scrolling on Instagram and TikTok, and they're dancing and doing TikToks and things like that. You are waking up very early in the morning and not getting home until late at night at 12 years old. And it's going to be a large benefit for you. But another thing you're doing is that you're having fun while you're doing it. If you're not having fun while you're doing it, none of that even matters. Okay. So kudos to you. And man, I'm so intrigued with following your journey. Jacob, where can people find you on Instagram? Tell them.
Yeah, and my Instagram, Jacob, Lord, was it
Underscore.
_Ikaika.
Awesome. And we'll put it right there. Anything else that you want to say to you, to the world?
Always keep your head up in the hard and good times.
One more time. I was laughing. Sorry.
Always keep your head up when you have good times and bad times.
Awesome. I love it. I love it. Mom, anything that you want to say in closing out?
I really, and I've been following you too, and I appreciate all the stories that you're doing on all these amazing athletes, and we appreciate you and just capturing these moments with people from all over, even in other countries. Yeah. Your work is changing the lives of millions of people all over, even the kids that are watching and parents. And to parents, keep your head up, keep supporting your kids in whatever capacity you can do it. You got this. And young kids, keep working, keep putting in that work. If Jake can do it and I can do it, you can do it. Anything's possible.
I love it. Thank you guys so much. And we're going to end.
Thank you for watching the All Dream Sports Podcast. We would love to hear your story and possibly have you on the podcast. The We All Have Dreams segment with the athletes and the Meet the Parents segment with the parents. And then also, Do You Know segment. Do you know your child athlete? And child athlete, do you know your parent? Let's find out. If you're interested, please send us an email, team@alldreamsports.com. Thank you guys for watching. See you next time. Peace.